Hello and welcome to Offbeat Travel VK. Welcome back to the channel. If you are a new subscriber here, do not forget to hit the subscribe button down below this video. And if you have already, I appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much for your support with all the growth that has happened around this channel. And I'm super happy that I am doing certain things that are benefiting people who watch these videos and get some useful tips and tricks and things that they can do to expedite their process if they're applying for certain things. So thank you so much for that. And with that, I've added this new segment in each of my recent videos, and that is the random subscriber shoutouts. So this week's random subscriber shoutouts, the names that you will see here are Chasing Whereabouts, who is a similar vlogger just like me. So go check him out. He's a really cool person. And the second one is That Place Stories. So go check these people out, and if you have any suggestions, drop it in the comments, and I would love the interaction. I love the interaction that happens in all the comment sections across the videos that I have, and people helping each other out and the camaraderie. So that is an amazing thing to see. So topic for today is drone requirements or drone flying regulations in Slovenia. Today's topic again stems from my recent trip to the Balkans. I love flying the drone to take beautiful, magnificent pictures and videos. You can check those travel vlogs in my description, and also if you're a drone fan, you can check all my drone videos in the playlist that I've added below. So the three things that I think I have said in every video where related to drone rules is, one thing is you need to register your drone in that country, right? If you go to 15 countries in 15 days, you need to make sure you register in every country as per their civil aviation law. Number two, always have insurance on your drone. It might not be the drone, but for the liability that it may cause if it falls on someone, or if it falls on someone's property, they might potentially sue you. So make sure you have drone liability insurance on your drone. So that's number two. Number three, I think I talked about this in my previous video. If you have an opportunity, make sure you get your European Aviation Authority's EASA's remote pilot course done. So with this pilot course done, they will see that you are intended to follow the rules. You know what the rules are within Europe flight, and you are willing to take that. So that's really important. So these three things are really important. And lastly, for the focus of this video, I'm going to share how I did it for Slovenia by itself. And if you need any other information, those links are in the description for other countries. And if you have any questions, of course, the comment section is for that, and go ahead, drop in your comment. I will try my best to find you resources for those questions. So the Slovenia drone regulations, again, read through the UAV Coach or any other website that you may find as resource, and read through each and every item, right? Again, the European Union Aviation Safety Agency is responsible, since Slovenia is a EU country, and they have a common rule across EU, and then Slovenia has its own rule, which is, I think they call their civil authority the CAA. So for registration, you need to follow these steps, right? So go on the website where it is the uas.caa.si, right? And then I think I already had logged in, so I hit logged in, or you can try login. And I think once you register yourself, your email, etc., it'll give you your login link on your email. And then once you click on it, it'll open these things, right? So you will have your information, your XYZ, your insurance's name, etc., and operating registration status, right? So I had registered already. There's XYZ case number, there is a registration number, etc. You fill that form, right, which I've already done. I don't think they're going to give me the opportunity to fill it again, but it's very easy. And then once you export the certificate, which is again your UAS operator certificate, one thing good about Slovenia is it's part of the EU, right? So once you get it in Slovenia, this EASA registration, UAS operator registration certificate, or they call it like it's basically like a certificate or like a form. This is valid for every European Union country. So this is a one and done situation. So you do this, it'll help you a lot. And then the last thing which I told you is, do not forget to do the UAS pilot training. I know this might seem very redundant, but I feel like you need to understand what the flying rules are, the flying times are during the day. So I'm not sure, like for example, you might think, oh, I can fly the drone at day and night. But if you do this course, you will actually see that not everyone are allowed to fly their drone after like sunset. So there are laws that you need to follow. Make sure you follow them if in case you fly these, and if you get these things done, you will be in a very good shape and you won't have potentially any trouble. So these are the rules and regulations that are needed to get approval for flying your drone in Slovenia. So one is register your UAS operator drone. You register yourself, basically. You are the operator in Slovenia's website, the CAA website, which I showed you, and I can drop you the link. 2 is never forget to have insurance. Number 3, get your remote training pilot course done in European Union Safety Agency's website, which again I'll give you. And this will put you in a good spot, and you can fly your drone in Slovenia and get beautiful pictures. And check out my Slovenia drone videos, link in description, and I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it. So I hope with this you got your questions answered, and if not, please drop in your questions on the comment section below and I will try to get back to you. So until then, bye.